Everybody, welcome to another episode of SwingBadder, where we review how the Texas Rangers are doing. As always, I usually am here with Aidan, but he is off because he's trying to finish up his grades. So he's in the finals, so we'll be touching base with him a little later this week. But I just wanted to give the Ranger fans a quick update on my perspective of what I'm seeing. They had a terrible week. They faced the Yankees and they were swept. Then they faced the White Sox and they were almost swept. And they did make the batter five. In fact, they are the best or the worst team of the week, in my opinion, with their only win occurring on Sunday against the White Sox. So their team as a whole has become what they feared. Their offense continues to be lost. There's a show on CNN with Eva Longoria searching for Spain. I believe we need to change the title of this show to Searching for the Rangers Bats, searching for anything. It's just been a dismal effort so far into the year. And the fact that they landed on the batter five list at all at this late in the season is pretty terrible. A lot of teams will end up on the batter five. It's not hard to have a bad week. But when you had as bad of a week as I was looking at, and to have to come back in the ninth inning for your only victory, to say the least, this is not the Rangers team that they were hoping for. And I think the World Series banner gives them a memory that allows them to watch this team and just shake their head. They are wasting great pitching every single week. They've changed their batting coach. I don't know what else you need to do at this point other than wake them up. And as far as I can tell, the contracts that were paid or the folks that you were depending on have not shown up. Corey Seager is still hurt. It looks like he's going to be out for another week. So they got to go another week without that big bat. And again, they wake up in pieces. They may have one bat here, one bat over there, but they have not put this together. Their offense is ranked in the bottom five of all of Major League Baseball. And after this week, it didn't get any better. They didn't get blown out by the Yankees because their pitching is really good. But they went there and they just didn't show up. And I know Aidan's going to do a whole breakdown, and we'll have the games earlier this week to break down further to see maybe they snapped away from this terrible existence. But ever since they've played against the Rockies, and they were going pretty good last week, this week was just not what it was anticipated. I don't know what else to tell the Ranger fans. I'm pretty sure that besides the fact that Aidan's going to be depressed, unless the team can turn back around, we may be watching a team that just flounders. They are currently sitting in fourth place. The Angels have passed them because the Angels went on a hot streak and their offense actually hit. The A's have decided to tank, and they have been terrible the last 2 weeks. In fact, they also made the batter five. The AL West is there for the taking, and the one thing that will frustrate Aidan and all of the Ranger fans more than anything else is the Houston Astros continue to just plug away. They went 2-2 against the Mariners this week, and so the gap between the Rangers and the rest of the division, it falters. They're in a solid fourth, and they're right behind the Angels. So if their offense wakes up, this is going to be a really fun team. The question remains, is this the offense that you're going to see the rest of the year, or is this the offense that you're going to be stuck with for the next 162 games? Or however many games you have. I mean, this is going to go much further because a lot of these bats that they've paid are going to go on into next year and the year after and so on and so forth. So this is problematic. I don't think you can blame the managers. I don't think you can blame the hitting coaches at this point. I think this is just a matter of people aren't hitting, and it has not proven to be a fun game of baseball to watch if you're a Rangers fan. They aren't getting runners on base, and when they do, their hits aren't happening, and they are far away from a winning record, even though they continue to toggle close to 500. But this week was just abysmal. 1-5 on the week, almost swept by the White Sox. The Yankees series is understandable. The White Sox series is not. I mean, you can get swept by the Yankees because of how you're playing right now. I'm okay with that. But the bigger issue that I see is timely hits when it matters. There's a lot you can be, hey, but look, the White Sox, we scored in the ninth. We came back against the White Sox, to which I want to pull my hair out and say, it was the White Sox. You weren't supposed to have to come back in the ninth inning to get your one win of the week on traveling day at best. So here we sit. The Rangers are struggling. We continue to try to search for an offense that doesn't exist. And we continue to have hope that they will come out of this doldrum, not only for Ranger fans, but also for Aidan as he covers this team for the entirety of the season. The better news is I think the pitching overall continues to be the strong suit of this team. And without the pitching, I think this team would be competing with the A's for last in the division by a mile. And if you were to say, what are you worried about? I would have been worried about injuries to the pitching. And I would have thought if you have an injury to a hitter here or there, you'd be just fine. This lineup is just not producing. And we are almost in the month of June. Maybe this is the time they wake up. Maybe this is the time they put up a ton of runs and you're going to see Aidan flying on a kite. But as it stands right now, not only did they make the batter 5, but they were really bad this week. And so we'll catch up with Aidan later this week. I just wanted to give everybody the Texas Ranger update. Wish Aidan the best as he finishes up finals here. And then let everybody know the batter 5 is on battersports.com. We put it out every single week. The worst 5 teams of the week. It's a lot of fun to share that with everyone. And I look forward to your comments, subscriptions to SwingBadder as we cover not only the Rangers in this episode, but also the week in review for baseball. Thank you again for joining. I'm the host, Brendan, running solo on a show tonight, which is going to be short and sweet. And I look forward to getting the in-depth detail or the cringe detail from Aidan about what is going on with this team. And hopefully they can find the offense before we get to the end, before we get to July 4th. That's what we're hoping for at this point. Just get out of the dungeon or the basement of offensive teams. And we have a league of really bad offensive teams, and the Rangers deserve every bit of where they're at. They've earned it, as you would say. So tune in later this week. I'll have the episode with Aidan. And as always, I appreciate you joining me for this short little Texas Ranger update. And check out the Batter 5 on battersports.com. And look forward to the conversation. Thanks, everybody. As always, swing batter.